Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Good morning. I hope you are still excited for the last group. I'm here, Putri Vicky Hapsari, as the moderator for the last group. In this group, there is Mr. Askar Ramadan, Mr. Muhammad Feven, and Mrs. Indah Kurniawati. I'll reminding you, all presenter, don't forget to open your camera when you present. And then this group will present their final project about region in Aceh. Without any further ado, group 5, are you ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Okay, please, the time is yours.
Does anyone see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce my name, Aska. So this is last but not least from our group, present our project about long-term electricity supply and demand forecast 2020 to 2045. LEAP application model towards power generation system in Aceh province. Here my team, Aska, Indah Kurniawati, and Muhammad Feven will present this project. And thank you for our lecturer, Pak Ahmad Agus Setiawan. Okay, for the first, I will tell you about the content of our project, divided into several part here. Introductions, methodology, result and discussions, conclusions, and after that you can see our reference for this project. Okay, for the first presentations will provide by me. For the introductions, we choose Aceh province as a subject for this project. As you know, Aceh province is one of the province in Indonesia located in northwest in Indonesia. You can see here the map. The source of this map is we taken from PLN LUPTL 2019. Aceh province significant development after recovery due to the tsunami disaster in 2004. And you can see from this table that we are collected from BPS Aceh province from 2015 to 2020. Aceh province was recorded for the population growth rate is 1.78%, with total populations in 2020 around 5.27 million people. And the economy also experienced growth at an average GDP rate of 2.52% until 2020, yeah, despite of a slowdown of the COVID-19 pandemic. And this data shown to us about PLN statistic that were taken from electricity statistical report ESDN from 2015 to 2020. You can see from the table there is a steady increase in customer and sales of electricity in several sectors here. There are household, business, industry, social, and government or public. Despite of pandemic, you can see still steady growth in the positive value of the Aceh province. So from that data, we need to predictions of electricity demand and supply in Aceh province until 2045. As you know, 2045 is 100 years, 100 years of our Independence Day of Indonesia. So energy predictions is essential and important to analyze, to do so the future planning will be more efficient and more precise, and also be more effective to implement. So our methodology for this project, in this study, we use LEAP applications, low emissions analysis platform, variable data taken from Aceh province, from Statistik Indonesia, BPS, and also from PLN Statistik. And for this study, we use end user approach that consists of activity level, of energy consumptions, user total number, and also the intensity of energy demand. So from that variable, we use different scenario, two different scenario here that we compare between PLN planning in RUPTL and the regional planning, regional government planning of Aceh province in RUED scenario. So we can see what's the difference between this scenario. After we collect scenario, after we collect the data in Excel and we calculate for the growth rate of the energy consumptions and also user, we put this data to LEAP applications to key assumptions variable, and then we put two scenario here, as you can see from this picture. And after that, we analyze the result. So this part will talking about result and discussions of our project will present by my friend Mbak Indah Kurniawati. Mbak Indah, time is yours now. Thank you.
Thank you, Mas Aska. Okay, let me continue the presentation. Okay, next presentation is about the result and the discussion. So first about the demand for electricity consumption in 2020 to 2045. Based on data from PLN Statistik in 2020, there are 5 energy use sectors in the province of Aceh. In general, such as household, business, industrial, social, and public. So from the pattern, like in a graph that show, there is an exponential increase in energy demand year by year from 2020. The demand doubled from 30,000 gigawatt increased to 50,000 gigawatt in 2025. And in 2030 also increased 5,000.7 gigawatt. In 2030, double increase in 15.8 thousand gigawatt. It's equal to increasing in 2040 from 30,000 gigawatt to 2000 and in 2045 will increase in 56.5 thousand gigawatt. So the largest used in a household in the next slide. Okay, in the next slide, show that the highest use is a household sector. It's in a 64% and the second is business sector is about 16%, and the third is public sector in 7.8%, followed by social in 6.4%, and the last is industrial sector for 5.8%. So we can know that in 2020, the electrical consumption demand is dominating by household. But if we see in the second chart, that is in 2045, the highest sector for the demand electricity consumption is become public sector. It's about 30.7%. And the second one is business with 21.8%. And the third, industry with 21.2%. And household in the next position with 20.9%. And the last is social with 5.5% of total share energy demand. The higher increase demand year on year will be a good signal for the PLN as a company to providing the electricity in Indonesia, especially in Aceh province. Next. Okay. So the second is about the power generation supply in 2020 to 2045 based on the RUPTL scenario. So the RUPTL scenario is a scenario that predicts the data based on the planning that will be carried out in the future by PLN on the electricity needs in Aceh province. The predicting data from the RUPTL is expected to provide an overview of the energy mix produced by 2045. All power plant planning data from RUPTL since 2019 to 2028 is incorporated into an LEAP modeling scenario. So from the graph, Aceh province energy mix for the new renewable energy still doesn't meet the percentage set by RUEN, which is 23% in 2025 and 31% in 2005. Next. Next. Okay. Next. So this is the chart that show the percentages of energy in Aceh province. The projection from move back to this one. Based on RUPTL, that's what I say that the percentage doesn't set as the projection of RUEN. So from the diagram, we see that the highest renewable energy that is in the geothermal sector. This is 21.5%, and the hydropower it's 5.7%, and solar power 0.2%. The prediction results show that the percentages of Aceh province energy mix in 2045 based on RUPTL scenario is still dominating by energy fossil. That was 71.8%. As of for renewable energy mix in 2045 it still reached 28.2%. That we know that the projection from when it's 31%. So it's still 2% to complete the 31. I mean, almost 3% to complete the 31%. Okay, next. Okay, next about the power generation supply based on RUET will present by Mas Muhammad Fefen. Okay, Mas Muhammad Fefen, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Indah. Now, I will continue the result and discussion about power generation supply 2020 to 2045 based on RUEN scenario. Yeah, as we can see, two figure on the left is energy generation and the right is power generation. If we compare the two chart, is in line to the exponential increasing is in line. This from the of power plant in Aceh. If we can see the hydropower is the blue. We can see the exponential increasing in the energy generation. If we see the power generation, it's a same pattern increasing. Is a good result for us. Okay, next. Okay, this the significant increasing become from the hydropower is from 2024 2025 total power generation will be reached in 2015 1942.2 megawatt hour, and then the end of projection will be reached 500.4 megawatt power from hydropower. In the next potential power is become from geothermal, as the new potential renewable energy can be produced in 2032 with the power generation is 53.8 megawatt hour. And then in the end of the projection, the geothermal power will be reached 736 megawatt hour. And then the next of renewable energy in the Aceh projection has still not potential, but is still developed, become from the solar energy, will be reached in 2032. It will be reached 51.1 megawatt generation power, and then the end of projection will be reached 152 megawatt hour. If we see the chart, the share of percentage will be dominated by the hydropower, and then from the geothermal, and then the third and the second dominated by the fossil fuel. We call the PLTD, but this is a scenario from the RUED scenario in 2045. Next. Okay, we can discuss about the conclusion. If we see the result of the two scenario, the biggest potential generation of power plant in renewable energy, especially in Aceh, is become from hydropower generate plant and geothermal generate plants. And then the result of the two scenario at UPTL and RUED showing the different result of the in the UPTL scenario. So the renewable energy mix reach around 28.2% of the total capacity, and then the other side, the other scenario, it's a RUED scenario. The renewable energy mix reach around 46.6% of the total of capacity share in the Aceh. But the RUED scenario is the best scenario to reach the target of renewable energy mix by the government target in the 2004 to 2025 at the 28%, in the 2055 at the 31% target of the government. But to the achieve of the energy mix can be reached when all stakeholders, such as the local government or province government and also PLN, will give the maximum policy and the interest of the renewable energy in Aceh province. Okay, next, I think. Okay, this is our reference to the discuss about the presentation. I think enough for our presentation. I will be give the moderator for the next session.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Group 5, for the great explanation. Now let's we move to the discussion section. To the participant, if you have any question, you can raise your hand. Okay. Is there any to all participants? Okay, one. Okay. I see there is two participants would have a question. I will let Mr. Anggoro. You can open your mic and ask the question first.
Thank you, Mbak Vicky. I just want to ask a simple question. You project about Aceh province, right? Why do you want to choose Aceh? What is the reason? That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Anggoro. Group 5, would you answer directly or collect it?
Directly, maybe.
Okay, please.
Okay, for Mr. Anggoro, why the reason we choose Aceh, right? Okay, Aceh actually have a big potential in hydropower and geothermal research. So, and also in recent years, in a few years, there's several project in generation project in hydropower like Kausangan, and also we choose Aceh because Aceh still depend on fossil fuel. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Mbak Indah.
Okay. The next question, I see Miss Magdalena Andian. You can open your mic.
Okay. Thank you, Mbak Putri. And I have question for Group 5. And from LIP result, electricity supply projection is still far away from the electricity demand projection in 2045. And what the solution can be applied to fulfill the demand? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Magdalena. Maybe anyone who answer directly?
Okay, I will answer the question. What's the solution can be applied to fulfill the demand? Yeah, this is one thing that can be fulfill the electricity needs is import electricity. If we look the Aceh projection now was connected with the Sumatran transmission network. So this is possible to do fulfill the demand. And the other hands, by looking at the prediction lift toward electricity demand, which is very large in Aceh in 2055, is we must give the maximum effort are needed from all variants, include the central government or the local government and also the PLN, to helping achieve the target of local government planning in their energy mix electricity. That's enough, Mbak Magdalena.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Feven. Just enough for
Okay.
me.
Okay, I see there is Mr. Agni Nurfalah. If you want to ask a question, you can open your mic.
Yes, I can hear you. I want to ask for the 5 group. The question is from both scenarios of this project, solar power still has a lower percentage share from the renewable energy plan. Why solar power still not dominant in Aceh province? That's it.
Okay, group 5. Anyone who can answer directly?
Okay, thank you, Mas Agni. I'll try answer your questions. Yeah, based our project in Aceh province still dominating by hydropower and geothermal generated plant. Actually, solar power in most of region in Indonesia still not dominating as well. We can see from the project that already provide in most of region in Indonesia, and based our research data for the Aceh regions, data shows to us about payback period in Aceh province still relatively long. That's about 11 years, if I'm not wrong. So I think this might be the correct answer for your questions. So this is a considerations in the planning of a solar power plant for a larger scale in Aceh province. That's my answer, Mas Agni.
Okay, so the conclusion is the lower use of solar energy because economy perspective, right?
Yeah, for the
Okay.
larger scale. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Mas Aska.
Thank you.
Okay, I will give the last question. Okay, because of limited of time to Miss Prima, please.
Okay, sorry, last question for the last group, if I'm mistaken. In this scenario that we use, there is a difference in the result of the energy supply predictions between RUPTL and RUET. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. So what makes those so different?
Yeah, thank you, Mbak Prima, for the questions. I will tackle directly for these questions. So, based on the scenario, you can see there is a difference result between RUPTL and RUED. This is due to PLN's limited planning until 2028. Data still give it to us until 2028, so that mid energy mix target in 2045, PLN must replan energy generation in Aceh, and I hope in RUPTL 2021 that will provide soon from PLNs, will take a look of this planning set to the local government to help RUED to meet the target of this energy mix in Aceh province. That's my answer, Mbak Prima.
Okay, yeah, I see. I'm good, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think it's enough for the presentation discussion section for group 5, and it's the last group but not least for this final project about region. Alhamdulillah, finally we can finish all the presentation, finish all our project. Thank you so much everyone for participate, for your attention. And for closing, I would like invite Professor Mr. Ahmad Agustiawan for giving closing statement. Thank you.